Hey guys, it's Cheryl with Magical Melody, and I'm here with my week 54 post-op VSG update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery on January 5th, 2017 with Dr. William Steele at Tenova Healthcare. My highest weight was 250.4, day of surgery 241.4, last week 147.6, and this week 146.6. So I got a weekly loss of 1 pound this week. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed watching the what I eat in a day video. I did notice one person in the comments getting a little bit food policey. So I did kind of leave in the comments, look, I mean, if people want to start food policing, then you can get blocked, because people need to understand that everybody's different. Everybody loses weight differently. Everybody has their certain things that helps them and certain things that don't. And the one thing she was commenting on was the nuts. For me, I've noticed recently, and I've also noticed in the past, that for some reason when I eat a lot of nuts, that helps me with my weight loss. Probably because of the high fat content that they have, and you also get some protein from them also. I don't think it's a whole lot, but it is. You get some protein from it. I think it's like for one serving, somewhere between 4 and 6 grams of protein, which I didn't add up whenever I did my protein that night on the paper. I said 115 grams, but with the nuts that I have, I'm thinking it was probably closer to 120 or 125 grams of protein. Also, for me, unfortunately, for me to lose, I have to have crazy high amounts of protein. I've noticed that over the past 3 months or so, as I have tried to cut back on so much protein supplementation, that my weight loss it just basically stopped. I haven't been able to lose anything. So over the last few days, as a desperate attempt to try to get myself to get past 147, because I've been stuck there for at least the last 3 weeks, I have increased my protein up as high as I can possibly get it. I'd like to try to stay around at least 90 grams of protein. I'm one of these people where I have to have a lot of protein. So I can't just get my protein from just food. It just doesn't work for me. And I guess, over the past few months have taught me a lesson. I know the protein probably wasn't the only thing that was causing me to stall. It's also with the constipation, and there for a minute there, it was because of those crackers. This is a learning process, you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of relearn yourself all over again once you've been through all this and you've had the surgery and things like that. I have learned now that there are things that I can actually eat that don't cause me to gain weight, whereas before I had surgery would have caused me to gain a ton of weight. And then I've also learned there's some things I still can't really eat. So I've definitely, over the past week, have gone back to increasing that protein as high as I can get it, to help me get my weight down, because I just gotta try to reach my goal, you know what I'm saying? And I was also noticed that now since I have become a daily weigher, that continuously getting on the scale and repeatedly seeing the same weight was kind of starting to have a mental effect on me. It kind of makes you lose a little bit of your motivation whenever you continually see the same number day after day and it going up and down a couple of pounds every day, kind of staying in the same range. Like, oh man, I'm trying to get it to go down. I mean, mentally, I think that has an effect on all of us mentally. And this is the second time that I've tried to come in here to film this video, because the last time I filmed it, there was a lot of interruptions. Kyle kept going over there, like in the garage and out behind me, and you know, stuff like that. And there was just a lot of background noise and a lot of interference back behind me and whatnot. So when I played the video back, I didn't really like it because I just was getting interrupted and whatnot. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching the what I eat in a day. If you're interested in me filming more of those, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to work on filming more of those videos. Like maybe I'll film a what I eat in a day, you know, once a month at least, you know, to give you an idea. Maybe you're new, you know, maybe you need food suggestions or whatnot. I always enjoy watching other people's what I eat in a day, because it helps me to see other ideas of foods that I haven't maybe tried yet or whatnot. So yeah, I did find out also on the 24th that I have another appointment in the afternoon that is in Nashville, and my appointment to see Dr. Steely is at 10:30, so I'm gonna still try to make it to his appointment, and hope that after his appointment that I have enough time to make it to Nashville for the other appointment that I have. So we will see what happens there. I haven't had a chance to go get the blood work done yet, which right now at this point it's not going to matter if I do it. I could probably do it Monday, but at this point it's not really going to matter because they have to send it out and it takes like a week for it to come back. So he still won't have the results before I go in, which is kind of sad, but at the same time it doesn't really matter, I don't think. It's not going to make a difference because they're going to call me if there's anything off. So in addition to that, on the same day that I had done the what I eat in a day, I also started Shark Week. And I remember I was saying in the beginning of the video that I felt kind of funny. Well, I found out probably about an hour after I filmed that segment of the video that had started, and I was like, oh, I thought it was from just the coffee. It turns out that my Shark Week had decided to come along, and so that's probably the other reason why I felt weird. And today I'm still feeling pretty blah. You know, I just feel I'm kind of like in this blur, this weird brain fog or something that I have going on right now. I just feel weird. So yeah, anyway, so because of that, I'm super happy that I lost a pound, because my Shark Week does not affect that. And as I said in one of my previous updates, that I'm actually one of these people that have to take water pills, unfortunately, during my period, because I'm a person who will put on like 10 to 20 pounds in water because of it. It would have a major effect on my weight loss. It would definitely interrupt it. So unfortunately I have to do that. You know, and only do it like for the first maybe 1 or 2 days, because usually once I get towards the end, like around my 3rd or 4th day, I don't have as much water retention. So it's not that I do it that often, and I'm not saying that everybody should do that. I definitely know that they tell you they pretty much don't want you to take that stuff, but you know, in my opinion, the way that my body reacts to that, I have to. So I didn't have any gain this week. Sometimes even with my intervention, you know, that I do during that time, sometimes I still get a pound or 2 gain, but this time I didn't. I'm really, really super happy with that. And also this week I did, when I was out with my friend grocery shopping, she got a Monster, and I was like, I always wanted to try those, but I was afraid to, because they're like so high in carbohydrates and sugar and stuff like that. And she said, well, they have an absolute zero, like, that has no carbs and has no calories. So I tried one. I don't know what Monster tasted like before I had surgery, But the one that I had the other day tasted pretty good. I definitely wouldn't do it every day because, for one thing, it's carbonation. And that's a no-no after you've had a sleep or bypass. But also I'm really happy because it didn't make me gain. You know, because absolutely before I had surgery, even the no sugar and no calorie soda pops would cause me to retain fluid. This didn't. It didn't. And I didn't gain as a result of it. So I'm super happy with that. But I definitely would not do that every day because I definitely felt a humongous energy high from that drink. I mean, I was high as a kite for the rest of the day. I definitely felt it. I definitely do also get that same energy high from coffee. Whereas before I never used to have, I could drink a whole pot of coffee and not feel anything from it. And I just used to drink coffee for the taste mainly. But now, after I've had surgery, I definitely get the wake me up, refreshing feeling from a cup of coffee in the morning. Which, you know, I think that's kind of why we all tend to drink coffee. I don't know, maybe it's not. And I've been an avid coffee drinker since I was like 8 or 9 years old. So, you know, it's just become something that I've always done in my everyday life for as long as I can remember. So, yeah, and no, I definitely noticed some differences though. I mean, it's definitely different. Excuse me. My cat was about to knock a glass of water onto the floor. She was up on the kitchen counter, and I'm in my kitchen. I've noticed that when I film in here, the natural lighting that comes through the windows really helps out. You can like see all the color in my face and everything. You know, and it's just really awesome. I usually try to film in my studio, but sometimes I feel like that the lighting in there is so washed out and whatnot. I think I need to invest in some daylight bulbs for in there for when I want to do filming, that I can, you know, point them in the direction of the camera. It can kind of add like some natural light. Those other light bulbs always bring out this yellow tint. It looks really gross on camera. It just looks really, really bad. So I've started filming these in my kitchen. It seems to just be like the overall, excuse me, the overall lighting in here is better. And then I had my nails done last Wednesday and whatnot. So I'm really liking the pink color that they have. And my tattoo here, well, is almost healed. It's still a little bit dry and it still itches, but it's almost healed pretty much. And all the shading that I had done around this one is also pretty much healed. It gets dry every now and then, but for the most part it's all healed. So yeah, that's where we are with that. And in a couple of weeks I have another appointment to do this part of my arm. And so I need to do that in the one little piece above my elbow. And I'll be done with that project. So yeah, that's really all I had for this update. Thanks for all of the new and old subscribers. Your support means so much to me. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future updates. And if there's any other content that you would like me to share with you, or any other suggestions for videos that you want to see, let me know in the comments, and I will be glad to try and help out with that. Also, until next week, I hope that you enjoy your weekend. We'll see you in the next update at my week 55 or the week after. Have a good one.